Hello everyone, let's begin. Harmonization with this session 100% going both ways. Wonderful. So let's take a moment, take a deeper look at the pattern of energy that's presenting itself to us today. So the first thing that I'm noticing, increased textural sensation at the base of my neck. It feels as though there's tension within my trapezius muscles, within my traps. But when I press into them, they're actually not that tense, right? So it's a perceived increased tension without there being actual physical tension in that area. I'm feeling it on both sides. Trapezius muscle to do with an organ in this case. Tilting line is starting to pop up. I'm feeling it start in my face on this side, and it moves down. Actually, it's on the same side through my shoulder here. So a sharp tilting line in this area. My cat has come to help us with this session today. Isn't that a blessing? So let's see. Organ system. Organ system to do with this tilting line. Tilting lines representative of emotional patterns. I would look into psycho-emotional energetics. The seminar is MED, or In Deep, with Dr. Richard Bartlett, if you'd like to learn more about this, more about these tilting lines, right? In this case, this emotion to do with the thalamus of the brain. Thalamus of the brain responsible for many different functions in the body, wakefulness, rest, in some cases circadian rhythm, also tells a lot of the different glands what to do in the body and receives information from a lot of the different glands in the body as well. Sorry, glands being a term that I use interchangeably with organ. I do a lot of study of traditional Chinese medicine. Thalamus in this situation, specific emotion that we know. Something I haven't worked with before, but something that I know. So can I know, if I knew how to receive the information that we're looking for in this moment, what would I do? Second attention. I'm hearing pang, like craving, like I have a hunger pang, you know? I have a craving for something that's very intense right now. So this craving associated with the thalamus in this situation, this sharp tilting line here. See, there's something more that we need to know. Increased sensation more so on the left side of the base of the neck, in this area where the skull sits into the first bone of the neck. Increased sensation on the left compared to the right. That is relevant. That is relevant in terms of time in this situation. So something that's happening in the past affecting this emotion of craving within our life, but there's also something going on to do with the area itself. Is this true? Yes, this is true. So something going on to do with the occiput, right, the base of the skull, where the skull sits on top of your first cervical vertebrae. That's typically associated with the gallbladder meridian. So something going on in the gallbladder meridian. Let's see here, something going on in the gallbladder meridian in this case. Gratitude is coming to mind. Gratitude is a positive emotion that resonates within the frequency of the gallbladder meridian. Something that should be, all emotions within this meridian that are healthy to this meridian should be able to be freely flowing through this pipeline of information. This connection between the brain and the gallbladder should be able to house these emotional experiences, and they should be able to easily flow throughout this meridian. But in this case, it seems like this emotion of gratitude is missing from our pipeline. Right? It's missing from our line of communication between our brain and the gallbladder. That's where this emotion resides. It resides within this specific area. So, let's see here. craving and gratitude, two things that are bumping up against each other. They're butting heads here. There's a twisting motion here. Like I'm twisting a piece of dough off of a larger piece of dough, and I'm pulling it away. There's so much craving, there's so much that I need to happen, or I want to happen in a specific way in order to feel satisfied. And this this texture is very satisfying, which is why that's coming to mind. Playing with the texture of dough, very satisfying. Stretching it out like this, very satisfying. I'm looking for the satisfaction. I'm looking for this emotion, this textural sensation of satisfaction through these cravings, right? These cravings that have gotten stuck in my body, and they're preventing me from properly cycling the emotion of gratitude in my life right now. Cool, and that locks in here. Okay. Oh, more that we need to know, yes, so we'll do a little bit of Garcia Energetics here. No issue with us towards the energy. How about the energy towards us? No issue there either, so we'll move out of Garcia Energetics into a few of my own categories. Something metaphysical, but we need more information. Something that I know, but something that's not coming to mind. So if I knew how to receive this information that I'm unaware of, what would I do? Second attention. I feel targeted by something. I feel as though there's something that's specifically getting in my way, something that's attention is falling upon me and making me resonate within this emotional state of feeling victimized by something, as though something is hunting after me, as though the rug is always getting swept out from under my feet, but not everyone else's feet. That's the sensation in my body. Like, why is it that every time I try to get this thing, or every time I get close to things getting good in my life, things fall apart again? Why does that happen to me? Why do I feel targeted in this situation? Something to do with external energy affecting us in a specific way. Let's go with sorcery in a situation. So sorcery overtop our energy in this way. So sorcery, the difference between sorcery and witchcraft, right? How can we differentiate these things? Sorcery versus wizardry or witchcraft. Wizardry or witchcraft tends to have a sequential event setup that's necessary in order to create intentional effects that move their way out into the world. I need to take this step and then that step and then that step and then that step so that then this thing happens. I put all of these specific ingredients into my cauldron, and I do it at this time of day while saying these specific words, and that allows for me to make this super special specific intention ball that I can then throw out in the world, and it will go explode and permeate and do what it does out there by itself, right? Versus sorcery is more about natural, intuitive-based informational field influence. So likely someone who's had a lot more experience, likely someone without a body. Usually it's not someone who is physically incarnated with us who's affecting us in this way. Although it can be, that's less often in today's day and age, right? But in this situation, something that's happening in terms of someone sending directed energetic intent towards us, someone with a lot of experience working within the realms of sorcery, right? In this moment in time, something that happened to us in this lifetime, something that happened to us in a past lifetime. Something that happened to us in a past lifetime. There's more that we need to know about that, how many lifetimes ago this was. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 lifetimes ago, 7 lifetimes ago, 6 lifetimes ago. Something that happened 6 lifetimes ago, our soul patterning experienced this individual placing this directed negative intent on us towards making us perceive that we need to be satisfied by specific outcomes. I'm not going to be able to enjoy my life. I'm not going to be able to be fulfilled or satisfied if this specific outcome that I'm craving does not happen. So there's something within our field, there's this cloud of stardust in our field that's resonating with the emotion of craving at this moment in time. And it's making us more greatly perceive and create more dissonance within this emotion of craving that is naturally trapped within our bodies from this past life experience. Yeah. So in this moment in time, is there anything more that we need to know? Okay. So if I knew how to alleviate, if I knew how to clear the energy of this past life sorcery from 6 lifetimes ago over top our collective energy, what would I do? It's like the clouds parting above my head and the sun shining down. I'm sitting in the center of a very radiant beam of sunlight. And my skin is starting to it's starting to boil, which is interesting. It's doing something that I would classically think of as unpleasant. I'm seeing a picture in my mind of what it's like when a vampire goes into the sun and their skin starts to burst and they start to smoke, and it's like everything around my body is cracking and peeling and burning and smoking right now. And I don't feel any pain. I'm just watching this happen. And I'm hearing a fireplace crackle. And now it's like my whole body has turned to charcoal that's starting to crumble off. Black charcoal that's starting to crumble away. And as it crumbles away, I can see it revealing something. There's a core to this that's quite beautiful, a core to this charcoal material that's quite lovely, like lit embers emanating this red-orange glow, resonating with my root chakra, feeling of safety, security, fecundity, as well as my sacral chakra, resonating with creativity, as well as fulfillment regardless of outcome, right? It's not about what happens, it's about me showing up and receiving something. No matter what happens, it's what's supposed to be happening. It doesn't have to match my expectations. And the less expectations I have, the more that I will likely enjoy the actual outcome that's coming in. It's not up to me what happens. I am not in charge of the delivery. All that I do is make the order request. The delivery is up to the big man or big woman upstairs. Has nothing to do with me. I don't have any control over that. I may as well not even waste my time on it. Something landed in this hand. It's like a heart-shaped locket. You open the locket. And it's like a little nebula, a little cloud of stars is just smoking out of this locket and dissolving into the sky, dissolving and distributing into the atmosphere. Okay. Is this sorcery still present over our energy? Wonderful. Is this energy of craving still present within our energy? No, wonderful. Is this emotion of gratitude now present within our gallbladder meridian? Perfect. Is there anything more that we need to know today? Is this true? I believe that's all that I have for you. I hope that that was beneficial, and I will see you next time. Bye.